What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Montana State Bobcat Dynasty on NCAA Football 06. Today, we're going to be recapping what happened in Season 11, and then later on also looking at the National Championship game. So for starters, we're going to look at the stats. Kevin Fuller had a much better sophomore season. After 17 touchdowns and 23 picks, he turned that into 23 picks and 12 touchdowns. The completion percentage, not great. We have never really had a quarterback with a great completion percentage. He was also sacked 16 times, which honestly, I wouldn't say it's terrible. And then Lee Mullins, he was a solid backup for the last few seasons. 2 touchdowns to 3 interceptions this season. Vince Robinson, the senior, with 778 yards, probably his worst season, indeed it is. He did come away with 7 rushing touchdowns. And then Kevin Fuller, a great threat on the ground too. Lee Mullins, he's a pretty solid mobile quarterback. And then we got some backup running backs in here too. Will Black and Marcus Lumpkin really jumped on the scene this year, both freshman receivers. Almost 1,000 yards for Black and 10 TDs. Lumpkin with 5 TDs and 700 yards. Paul Washington, another senior here with 400 yards. He's got 2 touchdowns. Vince Robinson got involved in the receiving game. Ben Collins is a tight end that I really like that we never really used the right way. He's also coming off of his worst season with only 176 yards and 1 touchdown, which he got in that last game of the season there in our bowl game. Aaron Martin, he's also a senior. He got himself 3 touchdowns this season, and the most receptions he ever had in 1 year was 7. Just some guys that we didn't maybe use properly. Offensive line is pretty good. Vincent Daughtry, the sophomore, wins himself the Best Offensive Lineman Award. Love to see that. When it comes to sacks given up, Corey Johnson, he definitely had his struggles. He gave up some really bad sacks this season, even in the bowl game that we had. Jimmy Kent, a great linebacker here. We're basically LBU at this point. 24 tackles for loss. That is insane. Darren Perry with 14. Robert Alexander, he got himself 13. And then with his back-to-back sacks that he got in the bowl game, that makes him number 1 on the team there. Jimmy Kent has 7 sacks. Cole Hurd, our cornerback, he's our nickel, so we sent him on a decent amount of blitzes. He got 6 sacks, 5 for Long, 4 for Perry. He got 3, 2 for Fine, both of them coming on those back-to-back plays where he also forced that fumble in our bowl game. And then 3 interceptions for the freshman Anthony Parquette. Kevin Orts came away with 3 picks as well. Jimmy Kent and Darren Perry coming away with the other ones. We got only 4 fumbles recovered out of, holy mackerel, Jimmy Kent forced 8 fumbles. And we only recovered 4 of them. That doesn't even count the other 3 here. That is insane. Jimmy Kent, I mean, he might go to the NFL after this. What is his overall? He's a 90 overall. He might declare for the draft. I hope not, but if he does, we're not going to force him to stay here. He also got himself a defensive touchdown. And then Gabriel Fields, he's a solid kicker. Made 9 out of his 10 attempted kicks this year and hit every extra point. Punting is there. We are going to have to get a new punter as Larry is a senior. Return game, Marcus Lumpkin got himself almost 600 yards and a touchdown. Will Black was solid as well. And then Lumpkin also came away with a punt return touchdown. We did get 3 in-season recruits here. Chris Hansen, a tight end. He's a 4-star there. We got a 4-star safety in Donnie McGee. And then another 4-star tight end in William Dunbar. So some nice players that we got committed to us during the season. Holy cow. Take a look at this. The senior quarterback here, Roderick Bentley out of South Carolina. He threw for 62 touchdowns. He also threw for 46 back in 2012. So, homeboy's definitely going to the NFL. He's probably going to be first pick because, I mean, how many did Joe Burrow throw? He threw 60-some, and that was a record. And so he's breaking that like 5 years in advance. His receiver caught 20 of those touchdowns. Jeez Louise. And he got this Texas Tech quarterback finishing 3rd in the Heisman. You got a quarterback here out of Miami. And then finally you got Purdue's quarterback. But nothing matches what Bentley did this season. That is insane. So obviously with that kind of a spectacular season, Bentley's going to take away the Maxwell Award. You got Newsome taking home the Benardrick Award. Best quarterback, obviously, it's going to go to Bentley. That's one of the great seasons in college football. You got your Walker Award here going to Wright. Best wide receiver goes to Herman. Tight end goes to Dorsey. Vincent Daughtry, he got himself the Best Offensive Lineman Award. Love to see that. At the Remington goes to Jones out of Miami. Jonathan Smith gets the Lombardi. John Newsome at Best Linebacker. And Jimmy Kent wasn't even in the top 12 for this. I think he had a season that was good enough to get him at least an honorable mention. Throw-up is going to go to Jacob Darby. Best kicker here is going to go to LSU's guy. Best punter is going to go to Barber out of Cal. Best return man is Nebraska's guy. And then best coach is going to go to UCF. But if you go down there a little bit, Jeff Choate, he did come in at number 11. And of course, by winning that award, Best Offensive Lineman Vincent Daughtry is going to have a spot here on the first team All-Americans. Looking at the All-American freshmen, we got ourselves a couple of guys on here. Marcus Lumpkin and Will Black both played very impressive. We got a bright future at wide receiver. Now, when it comes to the All-Big Sky team, you got Kevin Fuller as the starter, Graham Olson out of Weber State there, Portland State's running back, Amir Martin, Williams, he's been a pain in our butt. He makes the team there. Marcus Lumpkin makes it. Over Will Black, Black's stats are a little better, but guess they're not going to give it to him. Daughtry's going to make it. We got 3 offensive linemen making the first team. And Jimmy Kent and Mike Hurd is making it. I would think that Orts would get it over Hurd, but apparently not. Looking at the second team, Will Black, he did make that. Brandon Wheeler out of Montana, he's the quarterback here. Anybody else? Kevin Orts did make second team, as did Gabriel Fields. Taking a quick look at the top 25 now at the end of the year, Cal is number 1 and no one else is even close. Texas A&M is going to be right behind them. Then you got Iowa, UCLA, Miami, Maryland, Oklahoma, Purdue, Virginia Tech, Texas Tech, Auburn, NC State, Florida, Wisconsin, UTEP, Florida State. How is South Carolina all the way down there? I mean, I guess only 11-3, but geez, we need to throw 60-some touchdowns. All right, Stanford, Texas, Colorado, Northwestern, Penn State, Nebraska, USC, and finally Ohio State. And of course, the Bobcats took the conference here. The Big Sky Conference goes to Montana State. You got NAU behind them. Then you got Montana, Weber State, Portland State, Eastern Washington, Idaho State, Sacramento State, and Idaho all the way at the bottom. So now here's a quick look at the teams that are going to be going against each other in the championship here. You got Cal, they're back. They've been to a handful of these now. Their quarterback career 31 touchdowns to 14 interceptions. He had a 95-yard pass earlier. The running game, not too dynamic, only 850 yards for their leading rusher. No 1,000-yard receiver either, but apparently they've just been dominating teams because they are number 1, and like we saw, it's not even close. Dunn has 81 tackles. That leads the team. 2 guys with 24 TFLs, 11 sacks for 2 guys as well, and 2 picks for Andrew Hayes. So the Cal's defense seems to be dominating this season. And on the other side of the ball, you got Reggie Johnson quarterbacking Texas A&M. Almost 3,000 yards, 38 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. So I would say they got the better quarterback here, at least going off the stats. Another team with not a great run game, and holy cow, they got to have a worse run game because their top 2 tailbacks are going to be out for this one. Once again, no 1,000-yard receiver, but still some pretty good guys here. You got John Johnson, number 2. Offensive line, they did have a guy give up 7, a couple guys give up 6, but overall not terrible. Will Bowling leads the team in tackles. He also leads them in TFLs and in sacks. And I think it is safe to say that Cal on paper is a better team, but we'll have to see if they actually are. Let's go to the championship game. Here we are, it's the 2015 national title game between the Texas A&M Aggies and the Cal Golden Bears. Both teams have been to this game several times throughout this series, and both are looking to add another title, another trophy to their treasure trove. Kicking this one off is the Golden Bears, Texas A&M. They're going to start off today's game with the football. On the return, it's a solid one, gets out to the 22-yard line. Here's a high snap for Reggie Johnson. He gets it out to his man on the first play of the game. First down yardage, and more gets across the 40, gets knocked out of bounds at the 46-yard line. That's his man, Mitchell Terrell, on the reception. Johnson to throw the football again, this time to the left side. He's got Dusty Harris there for a pretty solid gain. That's going to pick up 8 yards. Now on second down and short, it's a play fake, firing this one over the middle. John Johnson hurdling defenders. Texas A&M driving downfield now, starting off this game with 3 consecutive completions. Another play fake going to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. It just took them a few plays there. Nothing even had to get cut from that drive because it was just big throw after big throw. The Golden Bears' first drive of the game is going to start with a 3rd down and 13. Pass by Greer is going to be incomplete, and they're going to go 3 and out. Texas A&M on their second drive of the game, they're forced with an early 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here, tipped, and is going to be picked off. Golden Bears with the interception there. A big return off of it, too. It's going to get him out to the 37-yard line to start this next drive. Some pretty good field position. Can the Golden Bears tie it up now on their second drive? Here's a toss play to the left to the running back. He's got the edge, 1st down yardage and more. Gets tackled in Aggies territory. Less than a minute to go in this first quarter. Play fake now, and Greer is going down. They sent the linebacker. He gets the sack. That makes this 3rd down and long. Greer looking to run to his right side here. Gets away from a couple of defenders, and I think he picked up just enough for the 1st down on the scramble. To open up the second quarter, it's going to be 2nd down and long. Dumping this one off to his receiver in the flat. He takes it upfield, and he's got a 1st down. Toss play to the right now to the tailback, and he gets brought down in the backfield. A huge TFL there by Texas A&M. Greer looking to run again, makes a man miss in some open space, but then he loses the football. Cal jumps on top of it. Another 3rd down situation for the Golden Bears. Greer throws in as he has time in the pocket. He's got his impact receiver over the middle there. That's Terry Williams. It gets him down to the 5-yard line. And now they're going to quickly get into the end zone as he connects with his tight end there, tying this game up at 7 apiece. Here are the Aggies back out here on offense. They're going to run the football. A solid run, plus he gets brought down by the face mask, so tack on some extra yards to that. But they're going to be faced with a 3rd down. They're just inside of Cal territory, and the pass to the flat is going to be dropped, and it doesn't look like he would have gone very far had he caught it. All tied up still at 7 apiece, of course. Cal with the football now. A nice catch on that right side by Brian Smith. That is going to be a 6th 1st down for the Golden Bears today. Greer taking a shot deep to the right side, and it's going to be picked off. He tried going deep to Harry Manning. Instead, he threw it right to McCoy, the safety. So we've seen a couple of interceptions early on in this one. Here's a screen here, and he's going to take it to the right side. Nice big play there for the Aggies. John Johnson on his 2nd catch today. 2 minutes to go in this first half, trying to put together a 2-minute drill, and he's got him down the left sideline there. Huge catch and run by Terrell. Good field position after that big play. Johnson's going to step up in the pocket and is going to be intercepted, tipped, and picked for the 2nd time today. That's the 3rd hurry the Golden Bears have and their 2nd interception. Handoff here is going to take this one to the left side. A nice stiff arm. He's got himself a 1st down, but they're going to have to hurry up if they want to do anything on this drive. Greer dropping back to throw, and he's going to be picked off. He threw it directly to the linebacker. Each team with 2 turnovers in this first half. Can Texas A&M take full advantage of it, or are they just going to turn it right back over? Johnson's going to throw to the end zone, or just shy of it. It's going to be caught for a 1st down. Texas A&M burns their 2nd timeout. Goal to go now. Reggie Johnson fires to the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Aggies. That is Michael Ford on the reception, and that's going to help them recapture the lead now. 34 seconds left to go in the first half. Let's see what Cal's going to do here. They're backed up deep in their own territory, and they're going to be picked off again. A 3rd turnover from the number 1 ranked Golden Bears. And now Texas A&M can make it a 2-score game before halftime. Just over 20 seconds left to go on the outskirts of field goal range. Johnson fires this one to the left. It's going to be knocked away, and on the 39-yard line, this is going to be a long field goal. It's going to be a 56-yard attempt, and it's going to be no good. That looked like it was a little bit low, and still 8 seconds left on the clock. Cal looking to do something, firing over the middle. It's Harry Williams. Gets away from an defender. He's in open space. The clock is running down, but he's going to take it the distance on what what is most likely the final play of the half. I mean, there's still 1 second left. That's not going to matter, though. Williams with a huge play there. Not Williams, but Manning with a big catch and run to tie it up at halftime. 14 apiece, just when it felt like the Aggies were getting all the momentum going their way. Cal has it going their way now with the touchdown and now with the sack. Toss play to the left here, and the ball's on the ground. Cal's gonna scoop it up, and all the momentum is going their way despite the 3 turnovers. They've got 3 of their own now. We have an insane turnover battle on our hands. Toss play to the right here for the tailback, and he's gonna get brought down in the backfield by Billings. That was going to be a loss of 3, so now third and 13. Pass to the right. It's going to be a sliding catch made, but shy of the sticks. They're going to bring out their kicker for this 39 or 36-yard attempt. It is up. It is good. Cal has their first lead of the night. Texas A&M with a 3rd down. It's going to be a toss play brought down in the backfield, and their defense forces a 3 and out. Looking to build onto the lead now. Here's some trickery as he throws it back to his quarterback, and he's going to get brought down in the backfield for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd down, they're going to need something here to convert. He's got time. Greer throws, and it's going to be right off of the hands of his receiver, Smith. And now Texas A&M is going to get the football back. Empty set here. We got Johnson throwing a strike to the right side. Catch is going to be made, and that's going to be a 1st down. They're very quickly met with another 3rd down, though they have yet to convert on 3rd down today. Johnson's going to float this one over the middle. Another tipped pass. It's not going to be picked off, though, but another failed 3rd down leads to a punt. This pass is going to be somehow caught over the middle despite the heavy pressure on Greer. Now faced with a 3rd down as we open up the 4th quarter. Off the play fake, Greer rolls right into a sack. Texas A&M is going to be getting the football back. On the 45-yard line now to start off this next drive. Under some pressure, he still gets the pass off into some heavy traffic, but it's going to be caught over the middle there. Just over 3.5 minutes to go now. Johnson looking to throw, fires over the middle, and that's going to be caught by John Johnson, their leading receiver tonight. Down to the 12-yard line now. Here is a handoff. It's a draw up the middle, and did the running back pick up the 1st down? No, not quite. Still yet to convert on 3rd down, and that trend continues as they hand it off to the tackle. What are you doing there, giving the ball to your tackle on some kind of reverse? Instead, they're going to be forced now to settle for this field goal to tie the game up. I'm still very confused on that 3rd down play call, though. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go. Can Cal put together a game-winning drive? Greer gets this out to his man. No, the ball's on the ground. Texas A&M punched it out, but it looks like Cal does maintain possession. A gain of 8 on 1st down. Another play fake now. Greer fires over the middle, and there's another fumble, and it looks like Texas A&M's going to recover this one. A 4th turnover by the Golden Bears. That is the 7th total turnover of this game. Here's a toss play to the running back. He's looking to throw it into some heavy traffic, incomplete, and it looks like there's going to be holding called on Texas A&M. 2nd down and 20 now on the outskirts of field goal range on the 39-yard line. That pass is going to be caught. He's going to get out to about the 30, making it 3rd down and 12 now. A minute and a half left to go in the game. Johnson under some pressure, gets away from it. He's able to get the pass off. It's going to fall incomplete, though. So here's a 48-yard attempt. He was already short on 1 kick today, but he nails this one. Texas A&M has the lead with a minute 21 to go. Can Cal put together a game-winning drive now? They were supposed to do that last time, but after a couple of fumbles, Texas A&M now with the 3-point lead. Hurrying things up after a gain of 6. They're going to run it up the middle. Not the worst call in the world, but they're going to have to start going up-tempo a little bit. 2 for 7 on 3rd down today, and they're going to run it on 3rd down and short. He gets brought down in the backfield for a loss. It's 4th down and 4, and the clock keeps running. And it's going to be a handoff in the backfield. Texas A&M is there. What is Cal doing with these play calls? They are going to lose this one 20-17. The number 1 Golden Bears, and it was pretty unanimous, the fact that they were number 1. But instead, Texas A&M with the championship, walking away as victors. Both teams with some very confusing play calls, with some terrible turnovers, but one of them had to win. that's going to be a wrap on today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, this has been Jeffrey reminding you to stay moist.